Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture and Alpha Flight Monday. Well, for a while now, I've been teasing that the great beasts are going to make a big impact on the Alpha Flight team. We've seen them show up a couple times, and over the next couple issues, they're going to have that big impact that I was talking about. And we're also now in the countdown to the end of John Byrne's run on Alpha Flight. So let's get right into it. Alpha Flight number 23, June of 1985, I think, right? The Unbelievable Secret of Sasquatch. Great cover. We see Sasquatch in orange fighting Sasquatch in white. What? Okay. So let's see what we get. Night of the Beast. Stop. Please stop. Why are you doing this? You're killing me. John Byrne, story and pencils. Bob Wyacek embellishing. Keith Williams, inking assist. Andy Yankus coloring. Rick Parker lettering, Denny O'Neill editing, Jim Shooter editor-in-chief. And yes, it is June 1985. So we are seeing Snowbird in great peril. No, Narya, you will not die. Death is too swift, too final. Death is too easy for one such as you, for one who is a traitor to all that lives. So Narya's having a tough time here, and she doesn't know why. She's betrayed no trust that she's aware of. Look and tell me if you have not failed us. Tell me you have fought the beasts wherever they might appear. And so you're seeing the appearance of Sasquatch here. Oh, no, 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 no. And then she awakens, yelling, no. Anne, Snowbird, easy, take it easy. Don't overtax yourself. So this is Douglas Thompson, who she has been staying with. He's quite in love with her, and she seems to be in love with him. And she was having this terrible, terrible dream. And she says here, only the most dreadful deed I could conceive, short of slaying you, dear Douglas, I must now destroy one of my closest friends. Oh, what does it all mean? What does it all mean? Meanwhile, you're killing me. Oh, geez, Judd, I'm sorry. No, you're not, eh? I warned you before we started this exercise, don't get faked out. In the field, it could cost you your life, eh? Nah, once again, but for real this time. So, Puck is teaching Talisman how to fight, since she's kind of new to the superhero game, and needs to learn how to protect herself a little bit better. And so, while they're doing that, Walter Lankowski shows up, talking about Aurora. Oh, no, how's Heather doing? I'm sorry. She's sleeping right now. Seems to be in untroubled sleep at that. I hope so anyway. Lord knows that's one lady who's been through enough in the past few months. So, obviously they're talking about Guardian having died, etc. And in the last issue of Alpha Flight, not the last Alpha Flight Monday. That was when we took a look at the X-Men Alpha Flight crossover. But in the last issue of Alpha Flight, number 22, Heather believed she saw her husband, who had died, out on the street, walking around. And it kind of freaked her out. And so they're chatting about that when they kind of get the call from Aurora. There's an announcement on the radio. There's someone on the rampage downtown. Someone who sounds like a genuine supervillain. Villain? Supervillain? Like a vaudevillian. A supervillain. Well, hallelujah, it's about time. Come on, Alpha Flight. Let's go break some heads. They're not like a war-hungry group, but man, they've gone through a lot. Something as simple as fighting a bad guy probably seems like a relief. And here is that bad guy who's shooting things, blowing things up. He calls himself Caliber. My armored combat suit holds enough firepower to waste armies. The whole city of Vancouver is now my hostage, and I shall commence the immediate execution of its citizens unless my demands are met. Better make sure one of those demands is for a new writer, pal. And again, they're going to get one here pretty soon. Because Alpha Flight has just showed up. And so, we're going to get a fight. He fires at Sasquatch, who says, hey, I felt that. Walter, are you all right? I think so. Don't worry about me. We've got to ace this Joker fast. So they go into combat. We get some acrobatics from Puck. We have some magic from Talisman. We get Aurora in there, who, blinds him with her ability to become super brilliant and light. And then in comes Sasquatch, the heavy hitter. And we see him playing, takes a big punch at the guy, and takes him down. But here's the problem. Shari, are you... Yeah, let me alone for a minute. I'll be fine. Just let me alone. What's wrong with him, Aurora? He sounds funny. I'm not sure. I think maybe that shot hurt him a lot more than he let on. But in the past, he has sometimes lost control of Sasquatch's beastly nature when he has been in great pain. Hey, I don't mean to sound like I don't care about Squatch, eh? But has anyone else noticed how dark it's getting? Oh my gosh, look at that sky, these clouds. Holy, there comes Snowbird. And Snowbird taking the form of this owl. And you see him, roar. In the name of Hodiak, god of the northern lights, I curse thee and I condemn thee. Die, beast. And of course, they're shocked. Why has Snowbird suddenly plunged, I don't know, her beak or her talons or both, into the chest of Sasquatch? She's cracked. She's trying to kill him. Well, Aurora, who is Sasquatch's lover, is not going to put up with that. And so she jumps in to help. Aurora, wait, there's something. Let go of him, Snowbird. Get your claws out of my man. Aurora, no, you know not what you do. And he's growling. I give thee thanks for thine assistance, mortal female. Thou hast earned a reward of me. Walter, I shall grant to thee the boon of a quick and merciful death. You are not Walter. Hey, she figured that out right away. Something's got completely wacko, Puck. See if you can help Snowbird. I'm gonna save Aurora. Talisman, no, you can't counter Sasquatch. Your powers only work when there's magic about, which there is, or at least some kind of mystical forces. I can feel them. Now go see to the bird girl, while I see if this is really something I can tap into. So, what has happened to Sasquatch? What has happened to my focus? There we go. Hold, Sasquatch, if that's really who you are. I am the one foretold, the talisman. The mystic forces that now surge about you are mine to command. Eh? Yes, yes, thy hidden fires are revealed to me. There is truth in thy words, but only half a truth. Talisman, thou may well be, but novice also. Thy powers have not yet faced the true test. You can see that his face has changed. And so he zaps her, and Puck's like, ah, crap. I knew this was going to happen. And Snowbird is like, ah, she has powers enough for this task, friend Judd. The talisman is ward against all and any evil, if only her human nature does not betray her. And so she strikes back at whatever that is. She seems to be holding her own, barely. But what happened, Bird? What gives with Sasquatch that is not Sasquatch? Nor was it ever truly, friend Judd. Okay, so now we're going to finally find out what's been going on with Sasquatch and why the northern gods were so ticked off at Snowbird, whose only reason to be on Earth is to deal with the great beasts. Walter Lankowski tried to duplicate, under controlled conditions, the nuclear accident that once transformed Bruce Banner into the Hulk. Because of the potential danger of radiation leaks, he performed his experiment in an isolated area far to the north of the Arctic Circle. At first it seemed that he had been successful and was able to transform himself at will into the creature he called Sasquatch. But I now know it was not transformation so much as transposition. Lankowski unleashed for a fraction of a second enough physical energy to sunder the mystical barrier that holds the great beasts. A link, a mystic symbiosis was formed between Lankowski and the beast called Tanarak, allowing Walter to summon the beast and to control him. But with each exchange, the beast grew stronger, his personality slowly becoming dominant, so that Tanarak was able to take complete control whenever Lankowski's soul was weakened, as by anger or pain. So, Sasquatch was never a gamma-powered character like the Hulk, which in retrospect makes sense because Sasquatch ain't bright green, which he probably should be. So in fact, he was actually transforming into one of the great beasts. Snowbird didn't see it, and that's why they were so angry at her. And she's going to have to stop him, and not in a sort of temporary way. And so, Snowbird takes the form of Sasquatch. Face me now, O beast, face the shape of thine undoing. Clever child of the gods, very clever indeed. And now we get full-on slugfest between two Sasquatches. For though thou hast the shape of Tanarak, thou hast nothing like his power. Wrong, beast. So, nice piece of work here. Nice fight scene. It is not Snowbird who will die this day, beast. It is you. And so, on the fight goes. And then, let's see, bold words, Narya, but meaningless. I am older than the world. What are you? You are less than a babe, Snowbird. You have not the heart for such matters. I think Snowbird's a total babe, but that's just me. Perhaps not, beast. But now, schluck, neither have you. Okay. What you just witnessed, and they have to be a little careful about this because this is in the time period where comics aren't what they're going to become. She just reached into his chest and pulled out his heart. It is done. And with that, he becomes Walter Lankowski again. And Aurora is horrified, as you would expect. Whoops, there we go. I knew there was another page in there. No, Walter, he's dead. He's dead. You've killed him. It was necessary, Aurora. Necessary? How can it have been necessary to kill a man you've worked with for years? The beast had taken complete control of the physical form of Walter Lankowski. To destroy the beast, it was necessary to destroy that physical form. Wait a minute. Are you picking your words as carefully as I hope you are, Snowbird? You said it was necessary to destroy that physical form. You are indeed perceptive, Puck. Yes, although his body is now dead, the spirit, the soul of Walter Lankowski no doubt survives elsewhere. What? Walter's still alive somewhere? Consider well before you ask such a thing, Jean-Marie Bobier. The spirit of Walter Lankowski was transported with that of Tanarak. To save Lankowski, if save him we can, would be a task more arduous than any ever faced by mortal man, for it would mean crossing the dimensional barriers, leaving behind the realms of humankind, and entering into those planes where evil holds eternal mastery, the kingdom of the beasts. Next issue, the return of Box, the fate of Walter Lankowski, a dramatic decision for Snowbird, all in final conflict. Our double-sized second anniversary spectacular. That's right. Issue 24 would be the second anniversary. We got a little note here from Denny O'Neill. 2 years already? True. Next issue will be celebrating the second anniversary of Alpha Flight. Time sure does fly when you're having fun. To mark the momentous occasion, John is turning out a double-sized, well, I want to say masterpiece, but since we're into modesty this month, let's just call Alpha Flight number 24 a milestone. Better reserve your copy now, and while you're at it, clear a place in your permanent collection. One more thing. Pretty soon, we'll be making an announcement of special interest to all John Byrne fans. Watch this space, okay? Till then, well, we know what that announcement's going to be. And so there we have it. Alpha Flight number 23. Now, as I said when we started this, Alpha Flight is put through the ringer by John Byrne. We've seen Guardian die. And now we've just seen, apparently, Walter Lankowski, Sasquatch, die. But maybe, just maybe, they can save him. We'll find out next issue, which will be next Monday. So what did you think about this one? I know a lot of people don't like some of the changes that were made to this book over the years. So sound off in the comments. On the other hand, if you're a big fan of this storyline with the Great Beast, I'd love to hear about that as well. And any questions, please put them in the comments. I will be happy to answer if I can. So until the next time we meet, God bless everybody. Be kind to one another. Have a little fun. And I'll see you again soon in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.